Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. MATIC has tested now a descending trend line from below, so we might be close to an upside breakout, but it's too early to really confirm that. I want to talk about the microstructure that's playing out down here. We start to see bounces, okay, and we had a test here of the 61.8 retracement at 54.3 cents. The nested 1-2-1-2 setup is still valid. Okay, so that a larger wave 2 finished in September, and then from there another 1-2 setup played out or is playing out, and this wave 2 here, which might have bottomed on Monday, or Tuesday, it's still valid. Okay, even though very close to the invalidation point at 49 cents. So again, I'm still worried about it. I have to assume it will invalidate, but we have seen exceptions where those charts, even when they break critical support, but they still hold the upper invalidation line, you know, this 1-2 setup could survive. But anybody who's following the analysis here or has been following for a while, you know that first of all, there so far hasn't been any confirmation for a low in place, and in addition to that, the decline is a little bit deeper than initially assumed, which means that, but I've been worried about MATIC for a while now, but which means that we have to be very much prepared for a possible invalidation. What does that mean? Well, it means that at least the 1-2-1-2 setup that we've been tracking, that might be invalidated. There is an alternative scenario in which a larger wave 2 could still be unfolding. That's why I have this yellow support area on the chart. It allows for a little bit more downside, but please be aware that then the critical support level is at 42.8 cents. Yeah, the invalidation point for the 1-2-1-2 setup, which would be more bullish, which means here we have an initial uptrend into the November 22 high, wave 1, wave 2, and that's another 1-2 setup, and it would lead to a third wave, then a 4-5, and this would, again, I haven't labeled all of this, this would be another larger third wave then, and it would, you know, continue higher. Basically, if we have a so-called 1-2-1-2 setup, a nested 1-2 section or setup, it is more bullish. If all of this ends up as just one large 1-2 setup or even something different, and you know, a break below 49 cents will definitely make this chart questionable, or at least less certain and less bullish. Well, it would reduce the bullishness of it, right? And it would make the chart less clear. Anyway, we're still holding above the 49 cent level. Even if this red line is crossed, I mean, there is still a backup plan with support down to 42.8 cents then, yeah? Looking at the shorter time frame, you can see that we have seen a reaction to that 61.8 retracement level. We are holding currently below this descending trend line, which I've added today. It's not a major one. It is one that's relevant here for the smaller time frame. We've got 3 touch points, and there's no break yet. But watch it. Now, the move up from the lows is only in 3 waves so far. One more high would give us a first 5-wave move. That would definitely be something to watch. So I would get mildly interested if we get a break above the red line, and if we can see the 5 waves, which we would see if we can get one more high. So it would also need to be a high above today's of 59.6 cents. Yeah. So that would be an initial signal that we've bottomed, because this is only a 3-wave move up so far into today's high. But yeah, one more high gives us 5 waves. That's again first indication that the larger correction, which started in March, already finished. Finally finished. Before we dive further into the microstructure, if you're interested in participating in our vote on X, you can do that now for a coin for me to analyze exclusively on X on the weekend, probably on Saturday. So you can vote for Turbo, IMX, Crow, or Render. There's 1 day left, and a lot of people have voted already, so feel free to check it out. Link is in the description, and you can follow here for free, of course, for lots of additional updates as well. Sometimes MATIC is included here as well, but also Bitcoin and other coins. Yeah, so let's go back to the chart, not VeChain. It's too many tabs open clearly. Okay, so 3 waves up only, therefore absolutely no confirmation that a low is in place, but you see the upside momentum starts to increase a little bit. Okay, and the break of the initial trend line would be an early signal. Until then, we have to be ready, you know, until we see such a bottoming signal, we have to be ready and prepared for maybe another drop. Next support is obviously at 49 cents, and below that 42.8. If we break higher and form 5 waves up, then this would be a first micro 5-wave move up. Obviously too small to be really reliable, but it would give us a first indication we've bottomed. Then a corrective pullback, if it forms a higher low, could be a nice setup for higher. And like that, you know, then a higher low, and then the price could attack the next trend line, break above it, get to this green line at 74 cents, get above it, and yeah, that is how we could proceed. These are the milestones. Next trend line, and then the 74.5 cent level. That's the update about MATIC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.